Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Thursday, February 20th, 2025. Yesterday, off the coast of Tasmania, which is on the southern end of Australia, there was a mass stranding of what they call false killer whales. They're also known as dolphins. Yeah, over 150 of them stranded themselves. 90 were still alive this morning and they were going to be euthanized. Yes, a very great tragedy. These mammals, known as false killer whales, they are endangered. Dozens of false killer whales stranded on a remote beach in the Australian state of Tasmania will be euthanized after bad weather, and the isolated location hampered efforts to push them back into the water, Australian authorities said on Thursday today. More than 150 endangered dolphins, known commonly as false killer whales due to their resemblance to killer whales, were found stranded this week in the island state northwest coast near Arthur River, about 400 kilometers or 250 miles from Tasmania's state capital, Hobart. Wildlife rangers began shooting 90 dolphins stranded on a remote Australian beach, saying the stressed creatures would be euthanized after attempts to refloat them failed. A large pod of about 157 dolphins from a poorly understood deep-sea species was found stranded Tuesday evening on an isolated beach in Australia's southern island of Tasmania. Tasmanian's Environmental Department said only 90 survived by Wednesday afternoon, growing increasingly stressed the longer they were exposed to the sun and lashing winds. Efforts to refloat the dolphins, which can weigh upwards of 1 ton, had fallen short and were unlikely to succeed, said biologist Chris Carlon. The conditions that the team faced yesterday in attempts to refloat the whales proved very challenging and in fact dangerous to our staff. A total of 27 animals were euthanized on Thursday morning, while 38 were still alive. The process is expected to finish later today, Thursday. Officials did say that the stranding response was very complex due to the inaccessibility to the site, ocean conditions, and the challenges of getting specialists and equipment to the remote area. They said it was possibly the trickiest location that they've ever seen in 16 years of doing this sort of work in Tasmania. It is extremely remote, extremely difficult to get access. We've given it a good crack this morning, but we're running out of options for a successful refloat, and now they've given up. Dozens of sleek and dark-skinned dolphins were pictured Tuesday, wallowing in wet sand as a shallow tide lapped against them. Euthanizing the animals of this size, talking about the size of the pod, is not a simple exercise. Officials said it was the first time in 50 years they had beached in that part of Tasmania. Often we don't get to the bottom of the ultimate cause, said one specialist. They have really strong social bonds. One disoriented individual can drag the rest of them ashore. The animals can grow up to 20 feet long, or 6.1 meters, and weigh up to 3,000 pounds, or 1,361 kilotons. They are found in all tropical and subtropical oceans, generally in deep offshore waters, according to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The Australian government lists their conservation status as near threatened. This is such a tragedy. It's so sad. Makes you wonder. Often, they get disoriented from the Earth's magnetic field or earthquakes, things like that can happen. Something set them off. I've heard of testing from submarines. The sonar can disorient them and also has effect upon their hearing of sorts. So what do you think the cause was? Was it some sort of maneuver by some military submarine? Or was it some kind of tectonic? Or just the fact that maybe one was in distress and the rest followed? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.